Hi everyone, this is Jody. So I am doing a craft haul, so a Thrifty Thursday, hashtag Thrifty Thursday with Sheree in collaboration from her channel. So I love her channel, she's awesome, and I will link it below. And so I have a haul here. So I got this beautiful box. Love the vintage artwork, or the mapping on it, and then it has these really nice silver handles, and it looks like, I think Ashland is from Michael's. So this was $14.99. I'm sure it was probably a percentage sale at one time, but I just love this box, and I love storage boxes here in my craft room to store things. So I picked it up. It was like 50 cents at a garage sale, and look at the inside. Isn't that cool? That is neat. So let's get started. I found strawberry shortcake fabric. Now I do not know if this is vintage or not. I ran into this elderly lady who was having a garage sale, and she had all these nice fabrics. And you know what? Look at that. It does say Spring Mills, 1980 American Greetings Corporation, strawberry shortcake custard. So I'm assuming this is 1980. So then there's all these little pieces of scraps in here too. And this is a lot of fabric. This is probably like 5 yards, I would say. So I will cut a piece of this up, and I will put it in my Etsy shop, because I really don't know if they have strawberry shortcake, like reproductions in the fabric stores. So I have no idea. I haven't been into the fabric departments in any of the stores lately, so not sure if this, if you can buy it there. So I will share this wonderful find, but this is a lot of fabric, and I definitely won't use a whole bunch of that. But I do love strawberry shortcake, and I would love to do a journal. So then got these at a garage sale. These were $5 somewhere. And it's a 3-ply napkin, so I'll do some collaging with this. And here, let me zoom down just a tad bit so you can get a really good look at some of this stuff. So I think I probably paid 50 cents for this, or 25 at a garage sale. So there was neighborhood sales where you could park your car and go walk from, house to house. So this is where I got all of this stuff. It was just one day of a garage sailing, neighborhood sales. So this is really cute with this snowman. It actually makes it look like it's embroidered. I don't know if my camera will zoom close enough. But see, it has that image that it's like embroidered on there. So it's really cute. I love that. All right, and then this one sale had all of these books for, I believe, 25 cents, and I grabbed them. So I have the Pet Parade. It's a counting book. It is 1969. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a Rand McNally. I just love the pictures in these little books, and I love to make a little journal out of this size of book. I have a password book that I made out of a little bluebird poem book, and I absolutely adore it. It is so cute. I keep it by my end table upstairs by my laptop when I'm watching TV. If I need a password or whatever, I open it up, and it just is so beautiful to look at the images, as I'm looking for my passwords. So I can link that below also if you want to take a look at that, how I made it. So these books are really cute for that. Now this one's a little wide for me. I probably, if I was looking for a password book or just a little notebook journal, I would probably stay with this size, but that's my preference. This is a little bit wider, but this is Walt Disney's Lady. I love the pink here. And this is a Tell a Tales book. And this is 1954. So this is a real old gem. Look at those pictures in there. Isn't that gorgeous? Love those. And then I saw this one. I've never seen this before. The Elves and the Shoemaker. And this one is a Whitman. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that something? Oh, I love that. The Elves and the Shoemaker. So this is 1958. Their faces are just so cute. Isn't that adorable? And the thing about these little books is they're just stapled in. So you can just take the staple out and you can use these entire pages. But it's just so cute. I love that one. And then here is Jack and the Beanstalk. This has got some crayon writing in there, but I might be able to take, I have a little craft eraser. Let's see if I can find it real quick to show you. Yeah, right here. This is a craft eraser. You can get it at a craft store. And a lot of times you can work on these and try to get the crayon off. So I'll have to work on that and see if I can get some of the crayon off. So this one is 1969. And it's very thin pages actually on this one. So really cute, adorable little book. Love this one too. This one's definitely been used and loved. So, and then this one, the poor thing doesn't have a cover, but I grabbed it because it was 1962, and I can definitely use this for Christmas journals. So this is Benjamin Brownie and the Talking Doll. Talking Doll. God, I'm having trouble talking today. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Talking Doll. So I love the little elf with the striped hat. And Santa. And the words are pretty large size also. Look at that little girl. It's just adorable. Oh yeah, no, she's the doll, sorry. Yeah, look at that. It's just so cute. It's too bad it doesn't have a cover, but it was a cute find, so I love that. And then, of course, I like my little golden books. I was actually going through some of my finished journals, and I ran into one of my 3-ring binder little golden books that I made, and I was just going through it and looking at it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. I want to make another one. So I really need to make another one. And that one was a Christmas theme, and it was fun to make. So this is the 3 Bears. And what is the date on this one? Well, it says renewed. It said 1948, but copyright renewed 1976. So this is 76, and it's the 3 Bears. Really cute pictures. So this was really, I didn't have this book in my belongings, so I grabbed it for sure. So it had 10 cents on it, I think is what I paid on that one. And then Aristocats, and I'm making a nighttime journal, which I think I told in my other video. It was kind of just a tip on, you know, I've got so many projects going, and that's terrible because I tend to like go from one to another, but you know what, you have to feel in the mood to do whatever you're doing, you know, because otherwise you're not going to enjoy it. So I have partway made my daughter's waterfall little golden book combined journal. I don't even know what you call it. It's not really a journal, but it's going to be for Lincoln, my grandson, for her to read, and it will be taking like a whole entire stack of little golden books and making it into a smaller version for bedtime stories. So just watch for that. I will video and tape that when I'm making it. And then this was Tweety Plays Catch the Putty Tat. So this was really cute. I think she wanted this in her journal, so, or in her nighttime book. It's not really a journal, so it's just an altered thing, so, or altered book that I'm doing. So that's, she got that, or well, I got that for her. She picked it out because she wanted it in the bedtime stories. So those were there. All right, so that's everything from that box, and just in love with this. It's so cute. All right, now let's move on. So let's see, I'm trying to think where I got these. I got these at a thrift store, one of my little thrift stores that are very reasonable, and everything in the store was 50% off again. It's the second time I've been there, and everything was 50% off, so it was really fun to shop. So this was $1.50, so obviously it was 75 cents. And oh, is it sealed? Oh, I guess there is a little piece of tape there. Let's open it up and take a look at these. I know these might not seem exciting, but these are super nice for doing the spines, for sewing in the signatures. And then what I do is I take votive, candle votive, that's wax, like beeswax, and I just run the beeswax through the thread and make it so it's a waxed, you know, like a waxed linen thread. So this is cotton. This is, it says made in France. 53 yards. So these are an assortment of different colors in here, and this is just perfect size of thread for binding. So this looks like they came in this bundle. Maybe not this one. No, this one's not. But it looks like these came in the bundle because this is all DMC, this France material, or not material, the thread. So, and then of course I got the cream color. Oh, now this one has not been opened. This is all sealed. So this is how they came, must be. So let's take a look at this one. And actually there were several bags of these. So, yep, again, it's DMC. Oops. Right here. DMC. Cotton. This is pearl color. Oh, no. Nope, they all say pearl. So 801. Oh, so the number is the color. This is, yeah, so these are perfect. This is number 712. So this is great. That was a great find at that thrift store, and this was only $1 for this bag because it was $2 for that bag. So I got me 2 different colors for those. This is a box of cards. Now it's supposed to be 2 Lipizzaner souvenir playing cards, but when I even though they're taped at a thrift store, I know, shame on me, but I want to know what I'm buying, because what the box is doesn't necessarily mean what's in there, and I didn't want to buy them if it was just like casino poker cards or something in here. So I always open them at the store and check them out. So what it was supposed to be 2 decks of these here, this image and this image. So this deck is here. It's a really pretty, and I like the card because the card has like this, you know, the 4 part of the picture is a darker vanilla, and then like this is white on the outside, and it has this little corner here, if you can see. So I do like these. Some of the images have these beautiful, you know, here's a woman, here, you know, these are different ladies, and there's some of them that are guys, and they're really cute. So it's too bad that both of these decks weren't in here. So there's only one card from this one. Look at that Joker. Whoops. This would be really cute to distress this up and do a color on him. And then the other set was piano, and it's just a regular deck of cards, but I do like, you know, the piano. So I opened those up and I did get that. I don't recall how much I paid for this, so. And then I got another deck of cards for, this is a Christmas version, and it was really cute. Gingerbread. He's hanging onto a candy cane, and then in the background is some rocking horses and ornaments and stuff. They're all the same, and the cards are all the same. This is actually like a pretty new deck. It doesn't feel like it's been used. But I like these in my Christmas journals, and then also I like decks of cards with different content because I am doing a glue, I really don't know what you call it, but I'm collaging on the card, and then I will put it on a ring, and then so it's like a little collage ring. So I do like different content for my cards, so I always try to pick them up for the journals and for that. Okay, then this intrigued me very, very much. I got this at a different garage sale. These are some pads of Yahtzee. I have never seen pink Yahtzee pads before. I Googled it. I even went to the Yahtzee history page. There is nothing about ever making printed pink. But what I discovered was, first of all, the machine cut it off because there should be 6 games on a normal Yahtzee pad. There's missing grid here, and then there's also the bottom part of the Yahtzee pad is missing. But as you flip through the pages, the cut is different. Okay, I'll find the one. They're all different. You know, it's probably was one pad, and of course you had 5 players, and so they just took a chunk and, you know, tore it off and gave it to, you know, the players. But let me try to find the one. Here we go. So this is the one that at the very bottom you can see the copyright 1956. Okay, as you flip through, you can tell how the machine was crooked. So I think these are mistakes. You can see the difference there. See this one, this piece, this page. Yep, this is one page. So this page here is angled different than the page before it. So it's not the same. So, but you can see how it's all different. Each one, I thought that said 1954, but they're all 1956 copyright. See this one here, where'd that one go? Sorry. Here's a really clear one. Oops, sorry, let me get the camera to focus. This one, really clear, 1956. So, my husband and I were trying to figure this out, and the only thing we can think of, unless you know, help me out, if you can search, because I tried searching, and see, you could even see on some of these, the machine cut this one a different size, but all I can say is they tried making a colored, I don't know, these might have been a trial, you know, and these were rejects or something, and because, you know, they're not right, but they're all, you know, glued pads. So very interesting. I loved the pink. Like I said, I searched eBay, I searched the internet, and I could not find where there was ever any 1956 pink Yahtzee. I didn't find any colored pink or any Yahtzee besides black and white. So if you know any information on these, I would love to know. And I will probably keep maybe just one of the chunks for myself, and then I'll list the other ones on the Etsy page or my Etsy shop. So, all right, moving on. So I saw this and I was just like, oh, I grabbed it right away. So these are all like die cut. Wildflower. It's a Fandex, knowledge at your fingertips, wildflowers. So let's open this up. Oof, stick plastic. So, oh, look at that. So it's a fan. So it's almost like a bookmark on a brad, is what it looks like. But look at all these flowers that are all die cut. And then wouldn't these be perfect to put into a journal? And then these beautiful flowers will stick up above the journal. And look at all these. Aren't they beautiful? Look at those. I never thought of looking for and then I did kind of like Google these and, or searched. And they do make all kinds of other ones of these Fandexes. So they're called a Fandex. Oops, get them out of order here because then they're hard to get back because they catch on one another. But just beautiful. And, you know, you could even, if you didn't want the rest of this card, you could just fussy cut this part right out here and you've got a perfect, beautiful die cut. And on the back is just, you know, more images or the information about, you know, the flower. So I grabbed that. I don't know, it's probably 50 cents or something for that. So that was super. I loved that. Okay, now onto this. So this, this came in this entire pack. So somebody obviously ordered it from, I don't know, maybe like Oriental Trading, I think. It's kind of like that, but I could be wrong. But in this bag, I've already opened it up because I wanted to take a look at it. I wanted to see what other bags were in there. So I'm really bad at opening up things, but so I have an idea for these. And sorry if there's a glare because these are shiny bags. So these are holiday goodie bags, and there's a dozen in each pack. And this one is holly berries and leaves. This one's gold stars. This one is Christmas trees. Oh, I'm looking at them upside down. Okay, this one is snowman on ice skates. Here's a white polar bear with a Christmas present and candy canes. This one says Happy Holidays with white snowflakes. That one's kind of hard to see. This one is Gingerbread Man and candy canes. And this one's all candy canes with holly. And then this one is, looks like reindeer and Happy Holidays. So I got these and I had an idea, a craft idea for these. So when I get to doing the project that I have in my mind, I will do a video on it and share that with you. But I think these are going to be fantastic for my idea that I have. Okay, moving on. Here is some vintage Ho 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 Merry Christmas holiday paper letterhead. You know, it's like for putting in your printer. And it's got a snowman down here and then Christmas tree. So it says there's 25 sheets. So I think I paid 99 cents for this. Yep, I did. 99 cents. This one was at Goodwill. So I don't know if it has a date on it. I don't know, but it's pretty vintage, and the paper is browning here at the top where it's open. So I got that. I got this out of the free basket at one of the thrift stores. And I love the work basket. This is 1982, even though it's not super, super old. But I love the, you know, all the advertisements and the old images, and they're just so cool. I like looking at some of the stuff that was for sale back then. So these are really great. They're small little, you know, pamphlets that you can fussy cut out or tear out the images, and so they're just really cute. I love them. Oh, look at that. Where'd it go? Earn money for your club with the world's best-selling fruitcake. Oh, and look at those scissors. Those would be really neat to cut out. Yeah, and collaging with, making cards and tags. And they always have a sewing area. So right here, see, this is new patterns to sew. So I love these pages here with all these colors. Here's Betty Boop. So yeah, they always have a section of that. And of course, all these little ads in the back are just fun. So that was in the free box. I grabbed it. Okay, and then at that thrift store was also a Christmas Ideals. Anytime I see an Ideals, I grab it, no matter what. I love the Christmas. I did not have this version, or this volume, I guess you want to say. And you know what? The edge is not even bent, so I don't think anyone even used this or looked at it for that matter. But the content in Ideals are just super, super cool. I'm trying to see what the date is on that one. I have to get my little thing out, and because it's older, it has the Roman numerals. A Christmas Wish. Oh, you know what? I think I have my little... Sorry, I'm going to reach across here. I think I have my little Roman numeral cheat sheet. I think somewhere. I thought I did. Yeah, I do. So let's see if I can figure out this one. So we have 1950, 10, 20, 30, 1954. So this is 1954. And you know what? I remember putting Christmas gifts in the mailbox for the mailman, Christmas gifts in the newspaper box, you know, for the newspaper. They're just beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And I just love how they all have these little poems and short stories and history. And look at that. Yeah, if you ever have the chance to find an Ideals, grab it. Even if you can't see the inside, there is no bad Ideals at all. You can't miss out on one. Look at that. Look at the look on his face. Oh. So, look at that. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Isn't that beautiful colors? So cute. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Don't ever pass up one. So, got that one. 50 cents I paid for that one. All right, moving along. We have, at that same thrift store, I picked up these three really old Butterick. This one's Butterick. I think they're all Butterick, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if they have a date on these. Oh, 1952. This one's 1952. And, you know, a good thing about that thrift store is the stickers do come off pretty easy. So, you know, if I want to use this for a journal front cover or something. But this one see if I can find a date on this one. This one looks a little different in age. I love this one. I love the font type on this. Okay, this one says Vogue down here. Not sure of the date on this one without taking... Oh, maybe this has a date. Oh, look at that. It's really pretty paper in here. I don't see a date without maybe taking the whole thing apart and looking for it, but I'm assuming... Oops, I can't get it back in there. I'm assuming it's the same, maybe, as this one, because this one's 19. What I say it said 1952. So I believe these are probably all 50s. So that was really cool. They were 50 cents each. Well, half of that actually, because it was half off that day. And then I actually was at the Dollar Tree. I usually don't do like Dollar Tree hauls or anything, but these were in my pile of stuff to go through my, you know, my thrifting part. But I use these, I think somebody asked actually in my tour of my craft room where I got my clear envelopes. So these are great for all of my fussy cutting because I can see what they are in here, and actually I can just stick my hand in there, you know, and I can just thumb through and look for, you know, my image that I'm looking for. And they stand up straight in my bins so that I can just look and see what I'm looking for. So that's just a tip if you're looking for some type of organization. All right. I think I've talked about these before. Fragrant drawer liners, although these are old. They probably don't have a smell anymore. But, you know, it's just like scrapbooking paper, really, if you think about it. But they're vintage, you know, and they're, you know, it's pretty thick. And of course, these were rolled up. So I just take my iron and I iron them out, and it's just straight paper. And they're really pretty. They have just a taint, scent to them left yet. So, but it's a pretty smell actually for a journal. So there's that, and then this was in the box also. So a person stuck this in there. This does not belong in this box. This is what was in here, I believe. No, wait a minute. I could be wrong. No, I am mistaking. This is an extra that was in there. This is what belongs in here because this matches the cover. So these are like one whole piece with border all the way around it. This is almost like a giant placemat. So beautiful. These flowers like this remind me of Amity Bloom, her channel, because she likes these bright flowers like this. Like, 'cause I thought about her when when I found these, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are really bright and pretty. So yeah, these are great to put in a journal. So yeah, don't pass up drawer liners. You know, you don't see them around a whole lot, but, and again, this is another one. So, and what did I pay for this? I don't know, probably wasn't even $1 for this box. So yep, so that was awesome. So I got just a few more things yet. This was $3 at that thrift store, so it was $1.50, and I grabbed it because it has thank you, which I like making my own thank you cards for my Etsy purchases, you know, my customers. This one had a little sunflower border, which is really pretty for fall, and then this one has the Christmas to and from. So I liked those. So that was $1.50. Stick that back, sorry. All right, and then there was actually a new one of these. It was opened. It was $1.75, so it was half of that. This is one of those Fisker's replacement strips for the big cutter. And they're not cheap. And I feel like sometimes, you know, because you can use this 4 times because it has 4 sides. You keep rotating it in your cutter. It's made for the, here I can grab it so you can see which cutter this is for. So it's for one of these. Let me see if I can zoom out a little. Yeah, so it's for one of these big rotary cutters. And this is the part right here that you have to replace after a while. And they're not cheap. They're like $14, $12 to $14 for one. So when I seen one that I looked at it, there's no cuts on it. So somebody opened it or whatever, bought the wrong size or something, and you know, gave it away or whatever. So I paid only half of that. So that was a great find for me because that was a good price. Okay, and then the last thing I got was these. I really don't even know what you use them for. However, they are plastic canvas, and I only picked them up because I saw a gal on YouTube, and I will link her channel when I go to make these, because she took a golden book and made a soft bendable cover using this as a spine, and it was a brilliant idea. I don't know if it was originally hers or not, but it was a super idea, and it would be super not only for just for little golden books, but for other spines as well if you want a soft spine. So she had, I watched her videos, and she was experimenting with several books until but she does not show a tutorial on how she does it. So I'm going to have to try to figure it out myself. She just kind of explains it, but just does not show it. So I grabbed these at the thrift store. They were, I think, $1 for the 4, so they were $1/4 a piece. And you can make probably several books with this because these are, you know, these are probably 15 inches long, so you can probably make several books with these. So again, that's another project I have that I want to try. So, but I will do videos on all of those when I get to it, or, you know, get to making them. So there we go. That is my thrift garage sale haul for this last week or so. And thanks for joining me, and have a great day, you guys. All right, bye-bye.